Welcome back to SB Nation. We're talking Sweet 16, Friday night games. It's time for some bold predictions. Bold and wrong.
Bold and wrong.
Dan,
that's actually the name of the segment.
Dan, what game sticks out to you tonight?
The first one is Kentucky-Indiana. That sticks out to me.
The rematch.
The rematch. Indiana caught fire, hot like a pistol. Last time they played, they hit 7 straight threes. Anthony Davis was in foul trouble for Kentucky and didn't really see the PT that he's seen since and before. And he's probable player of the year right now nationally. So I think Kentucky's too good, too athletic, and they swarm too much on defense. And I do really like Cody Zeller for Indiana, but I don't think they're good enough.
I agree.
Good. I'm glad you agree. North Carolina plays Ohio. Kendall Marshall, injured wrist. Ohio, could it be the end of their magical postseason run? Who do you like?
I don't want it to end. Like, I want Ohio in the Final Four. I think
all
that
Bobcat
would be,
all the time.
Oh, man, I think it would be great.
Yes.
But I don't think it's happening. UNC, even with Kendall Marshall out, too deep.
Yes.
And yeah, I've got, besides, like, UNC is like the last shred of my bracket that's still intact, and I would like to feel good about myself. So.
And you're still positive about the fact that North Carolina has bad wrists.
Yes.
Has floppy wrists.
They got wrist problems.
Yes, they do. Xavier's playing Baylor tonight.
They are.
Yes.
I'm in the bag for Xavier. With one of my best friends is a huge Xavier fan, the Muskies, and
it's a funny word.
Big fan of my man too. He's playing great.
Yep.
I also am anti-Baylor for no reason other than the fact that I don't.
You're a hater with an 8 and a Z on the end.
I am haters. Sorry, Baylor.
I like Baylor. I actually really like Baylor. PG3. Pierre Jackson. They're athletic. I'm just making up names at this
Peter
point.
Griffin III.
Peter Griffin III. No, Baylor's very athletic. They're very good. They're very fun to watch. And if there's, I know Xavier to those of us in the know, has been in the last 4 or 5 Sweet 16, something like that. But I think Baylor finally has it as a crease.
And Xavier does have trouble with athletic teams like that.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah, that's something to watch for. And I think you're probably right. Baylor's probably got a little bit of an edge there. Let's wrap things up. NC State, the very last team to get into the tournament, still alive. Sweet 16, they're playing Kansas tonight. Ooh.
I like Kansas, but I like the fact that NC State has gone through San Diego State and Georgetown. Mm-hmm. I mean, they didn't have a puppy to deal with early on. No puppy, cupcake, whatever the word may be for you.
They are battle tested.
But yeah, Kansas is talented. I really like Tyshawn Taylor. I really like Thomas Robinson, as should everybody, because they're ridiculous at the game of basketball.
Kansas has a pretty good coach, too.
Kansas has a pretty good coach. Bucknell Bill Self, though, has been known. I mean, they go out to VCU. It's a who's who of tiny, tiny schools that Kansas has lost to.
Bucknell Bill sounds like a smart person out in the American West. Bucknell Bill.
A smart person?
He educated.
He'll get you banking straight. Yeah, I do like Kansas big here, but it can never surprise when Kansas loses when they're supposed to win. So. All
right, if I've picked any teams, put your money on the other team. Dan might have been right a couple times,
Very much so.
Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you at the games.
Bold and wrong.